Chapter Bar. Before visiting, Augustus had reviewed all documents related to the supermarket. It had appeared suddenly, a place in a closed shop with no tenant. Checking the commercial street as leases, he found an extra contract, unhandled by anyone, bound by an unbreakable magical pact, as mysterious as its origin. Augustus suspected the shop's owner was a powerful, enigmatic mage, able to bypass defenses unnoticed. A mage as mighty as the capital Asgard Magisters, capable of destroying a city-state alone, was now to be crossed. Augustus didn't act rashly, only ordering close monitoring. If the mage bore no ill will, he welcomed such a powerhouse in Dole. Since appearing, the supermarket kept a low profile, opening and operating quietly. Over time, Augustus relaxed. Perhaps a grand mage had a whim to open a magic shop. Choosing Dole by chance, he wisely didn't disturb them until he tasted Hot Pot, a magic shop, yet famed first for food. Unheard of dishes, astonishingly delicious, those foods spurred his resolve. Selling convenient, tasty food to Dole as residents at 5 silver coins showed this mage was not only powerful but generous and kind. Befriending them would benefit Dole greatly. Augustus entered the supermarket. A cool breeze greeted him, banishing the outdoor heat instantly. So refreshing. Despite servants' tales, standing here, Augustus was still amazed. Maintaining such a vast magic array constantly was extravagant, unmatched even by the city lord's mansion. His gaze swept the bright ceiling lamps, pristine walls, clean floors, and orderly shelves, landing on John Lee behind the counter, hair dark as night, eyes gleaming like obsidian, strikingly handsome, yet overly young. Without prior intel, Augustus wouldn't have guessed the supermarket as mysterious owner was such a youthful man. This was the Grand Mage. Oddly, he sensed no magical fluctuations from the owner, but he quickly reasoned a powerful mage controlled magic as naturally as breathing. His own weakness likely blinded him to the mage's true power. Augustus' gaze lingered briefly before shifting politely, wary of offending the mage. Welcome, John Lee observed the new customer. Unlike frequent adventurers or Dole residents, this blunt, bull-eyed guest wore far richer attire. John Lee guessed he was a noble. Occasionally, noble households cooks shopped here, but nobles rarely came in person. Recalling Chris as tales of haughty nobles, John Lee left him be. Augustus didn't rush to the noodle or hot pot base shelves like others but browsed leisurely. The supermarket's inventory was vast beyond instant foods. There were shelves of magic potions, various magical devices, fine porcelain, exquisite glassware, and many unrecognizable bottles and cans, plus packages with unknown script. Augustus couldn't discern their contents by appearance. Perhaps he could ask the owner. The thought arose. Then, new customers arrived. Boss, I'm back, John Lee greeted. Morning, Mr. Chris. Augustus peered through the shelves. Seeing an adventurer enter, John Lee asked, Miss Erin and the others not with you? Too hot they went outside the city. The forest was cooler, and they could handle lunch meat. Chris wiped sweat, sighing, it is so cool here. Magic is so convenient, not magic air conditioning. His supermarket crossed worlds but stayed connected to us as power grid, so electricity worked. John Lee didn't understand the mechanics and couldn't explain electricity to otherworldly folk. Let them call it magic, he thought. Hot pot again today? He asked. Yup. Chris pulled out silver coins, clear brows and tomato balls. Watching Chris grab 2 hot pot bases, John Lee asked, eating hot pot daily don't you get tired of it? Never. It is too delicious, Chris asked. No more lunch meat, sold out. Chris grabbed extra ham sausages and bacon, sighing at the empty noodle and vermicelli shelf. Sales too fast, thanks to your promotion. Business is booming. Noting the scorching sun and Chris' sweat, John Lee said, I'll treat you to a popsicle. Really? Chris beamed. Thank you. You're way too generous. Wait, what is a popsicle? Augustus' head snapped up, eyes blazing toward the door. He'd never heard of it. John Lee stepped from the counter, pulling a popsicle from a nearby freezer and handing it to Chris. Chris thanked him, unwrapped it, and bit down. Crunch. The sound reached Augustus, whose keen eyes caught white mist swirling around the popsicle. Ice, with as magic. Making ice in summer wasn't hard. Jolie had a shop selling fruit-topped shaved ice, pricey but popular. But Chris marveled, no matter how many times, this chocolate ice cream is always delicious. Augustus' eyes widened. What is chocolate? Oh, right, John Lee said. I got no hot pot meatballs. They're great in hot pot. Want to try? They don't keep long, so eat them soon. Of course, Chris answered instantly. Pack some for me. Meatballs tasty in hot pot. Augustus' eyes gleamed. He hadn't tried those either. John Lee opened the freezer, packed him a mix of meatballs for one meal, cautious not to overdo it. After Chris checked out and left, he returned to the counter. A rapid footsteps followed. The blonde noble hurried over, eyes eager. That popsicle thing. John Lee blinked, pointing to the freezer. Over there. Pick any you like. Augustus noticed the row of large freezers against the wall. Sliding open a glass door, a chill hit him, and he realized what they were. Stunned, such massive ice boxes. Keeping his composure, he selected the same kind Chris had. Unwrapping it, he studied the dark brown chocolate ice cream, water beads foaming on its crisp shell from the heat. Cautiously, he bit in. So sweet. How could ice be so sweet? No, this wasn't ice texture. The chocolate, sweet with a hint of bitterness, mixed with nut flakes, balanced perfectly. Inside, creamy ice cream, soft and silky, melted on his tongue, revealing a solid chocolate core. Augustus savored it quickly, then grabbed another, differently packaged, not chocolate, but a fruit-scented popsicle, a cantaloupe-flavored shell, creamy ice cream, and chewy, jam-mixed cubes inside. Delicious. Another, a soft mochi ice cream, sticky exterior wrapping sweet ice cream, with a large fruit chunk inside, filling his mouth with softness. This was delicious. That was delicious. John Lee gaped as the noble elegantly but rapidly ate one popsicle after another, wincing as if his own teeth ached. Noticing his stare, the noble wiped ice from his lips, strolling over gracefully. These popsicles are truly exquisite, John Lee. Thanks, Augustus said. I'd like to buy them, but my icebox is too small. Could you deliver them to my home? John Lee blinked, about to agree, then sensed something off. He asked cautiously, How many do you want? Augustus turned, pointing at the freezers, circling them in the air. Firmly, he said, All of them. John Lee